Okay, YouTube says that we are live. We are live again, and we can see I can see that I am live. So let's start. Let's share my screen and let's share my screen number 1 and review my photos. Yes, finally we can see that. Yes, okay. So let's this little bit on side. Let's start from the beginning. In the previous in the previous light in the previous live, I've said that I struggled unrated, no filter. I struggled with dynamic photos that time, and also like the track. The track is being built for F1 Grand Prix, so they are pretty busy there. It's pretty crowded there because they are they are setting up a lot of like chairs, public places, commercials, and everything. And in the next month, the track will be completely closed because they need to prepare this track to the F1 Grand Prix. Uh, and this was a bit obstacle because, yeah, let's say good places to take photos they were limited. Okay, I'm going to show you. I'm going to share with you only like good photos. We have, I believe, around 16. I will explain more or less what is going on these photos. Here I've tried to. Here I've tried. This photo is not online. I think it's not edited yet. Only shadows, so this is not edited. Like pretty clean photo. Nice to make some lines. So for example, you see that like fence is one line. The track limit is another horizontal line, and the guardrail are also like one nice line. So everything is nice and symmetrical in this photo. I cropped this photo because it was skewed as always. We can make it like more straight, for example, like this. Yes, and in my opinion, it looks quite good. Looks quite good, and of course, a little bit boring in my opinion. Then we can do some clarity. Histogram shows us is has just a bit too much light, but I don't think so. It has too much light, and I'm not going to focus on this one. For example, we can make it my style a little bit darker, but add white color. Some say it's the same, but in my opinion, not. Just to make like photo more shiny. We can add some color. So for example, yellow like temperature because it was cloudy on that moment, and the temperature is 5,000 Kelvin, and for me, in my opinion, is a bit too cold. So let's raise temperature to 5,700. Let's raise the temperature for 5,700, and that's it. That's it. There is like not that many things what we can do with this photo. We can make this photo a little bit smaller, for example, like this. We can see where the car goes. Little bit movement here, a little bit movement here, and I would say nothing interesting. You can always like play with colors. For example, if you don't like much green color, you can get rid of it pretty easily like this, because the car doesn't contain green color, so we can nicely separate the car and even get rid of all colors, in my opinion. and that will be nice because the BMW has red, blue, whatever M line, or how we call them. Uh, and we can play with, of course, highlights. Yes, no, I'm not going to do that. Control Z. Maybe shadows. We can add some life to our shadows to do our photo more interesting. With yellow is that problem. Yellow is always looks old, and I don't want to do that. And you can see the shadow color influence more like background, so we can do it easily. But blue one looks more fresh, always more fresh. Yes, too much, looks too light. We can do some adjustment here, but yeah, let's leave it this for now. Okay, the next one. What I want to show you, this one. I believe this is almost the same place, but this is nice. I love the fence in the foreground, for example. That's separate. We can see if we have like some obstacles, some objects in the foreground, so you can see the movement. You can see that the car is moving, and this is like so good, lovely. I don't like when it's like only a car in the picture. I love something in the background, in the foreground, for example, and this is good example of the racing photo for if you don't have accreditation to go directly, let's say, next to the track, next to the guardrail in the track. You see that is a little bit movement. What is time? Time is 1 to 160, but that's quite good enough. I love that. And as I have said in the previous video, that I turned shadows a little bit green, green shades, that everything match together, like green car match background and everything what is around. This photo from the roof. This photo from the roof, and I love that the pit member has a red balaclava. Is the English word? Uh, so the protection cap. So we can see like some contrast and like focus. Our attention goes over there. Something is going on. The next one is pretty interesting, because I tuned this one a little bit to blue to make photo more interesting, because as you can see, like previous one is like nothing completely happened. Interesting facts and details of is that like all three drivers contain this same surname. So this is also like interesting thing. Number 88, red extinguisher, adds some curiosity in this photo, that like keeps us this small details. For example, this same names, this same surnames of red extinguisher helps us to keep like attention for a longer time on the one photo. And this, I love it. I love those small details. The very next photo, no, come on. The very next photo, this is also like interesting, and I love that, because you can see even like amateur. This is like amateur team without any sponsor, playing car, but you can see that like because this is like a pit stop, fueling up the gas and driver change, and you can see that how the crew member is like pushing the driver, hey, come on faster, every second count. I love that photo, and it would be good to, let's say, write some small articles about this situation over there. And I would like to do that, because because yeah, photo, video, and also reading articles would be nice to learn it, and we will do that. Another crew member, good perspective, everything symmetrical, everything symmetrical. Safety equipment, we can see that like the guy is a little bit massive than the rest. Green, how we call it? Green. This thing helps. This green thing helps. 200 millimeters, 2.8 helps that the rest of the car is let's say separated from the main object. Let's see before and after looks like this. I have added some vignette, and vignette helps you to keep more focus, more attention in the middle of the photo, and pretty nice, pretty nice. I like it. I've added a little bit red color. I can see little bit mid-tones toned red, and it looks pretty good. I love that. Would be nice to print this photo. The next one, in my opinion, oh, I've changed something. In my opinion, completely blast. I like this photo. I like this photo. How the team members are exposed. Everything. Everyone has a T-shirt with a Mana Racing logo. So this also like exposed professionalism of this team. I have turned down all colors except blue, red, or whatever. Even here we can see on the side like extinguisher, red extinguisher. Looks nice. This is, in my opinion, perfect photo on the team website. Nice colors. Everything is like in gray except those three colors from BMW M and extinguisher, because the extinguisher contain exactly matched the color with BMW M logo and with letter I and R from Anema Racing. Looks nice. Looks nice. Cost me some work. We can do much, but I've decided to keep. I will show you the original one. I've decided to keep like those like shades still dark. Very next one, I've tried. This is not a photo for online. I've tried to find one language with my camera and to do some motions photo. We can crop this one. We can get rid of head of this guy. BMW M3. I haven't been on this track for a while, but you can see that before over there was like a gravel trap, and now it's like asphalt. So they have made this track pretty modern, technically correct photo. And another one on the in the breaking point, but in my opinion doesn't make sense and like to public this photo. You can see some dynamics, but no interesting colors. And in the background, I would rather to have like fans through the car in one line, as I have done. I have taken this photo, but this photo like over the fence, I am not huge fan. Of those photo. Looks nice if you want like if it's your personal photo, or you are selling like photos to, let's say, every competitor, then it's okay, but no, not as an art. The next one, exactly the same scenario. This is the car from Tom Coronel, but nothing interesting is going on. Let's back to the pits, and this is good. For example, you can see that like all, let's say all, two drivers, engineer, and some helper or a family member, they are looking, they have like two big screens and they are looking, they are following like time table from every car. You can see exactly every sector, the precise time from every competitor, and you can compare, because in the beginning was quite like every car was, yeah, the top of the race was quite packed, and this was like important. Nice, yeah, just nice photo. Like everything you can see here, like everything is almost symmetrical. I could work more, but I didn't want to disturb more in that time. That's why I decided to do it like this. Another one, not just random photo from nice perspective from the level of the pit members. We can see that driver is waiting here, because when the car is fueling up, they cannot change drivers, they cannot change the tires. So this is important to wait. And we can see that, I believe here is a guy, like referee, and he is checking if everything is correct. Surprised me also the speed limit in the pits, 20 kilometers per hour. In my opinion, a little bit low, but but that's are the rules of this. Of this race. I believe that this is like for safety. I have tried to do something from the foreground. Of course, if someone is looking at my big lens, the car over there, I didn't take this photo because like something is missing in this one. On this one. Mm, no, come on, update. When I go live, everything goes. And this is another perspective. The colors and everything, and that the BMW is symmetrical. We can see like another cars are going in the pit, like busy crew members and everything. They are filling up the tank, stop lights from the car or whatever. Everything looks fabulous in this photo. Even we have like here, this is like medical crew, I think. This is medical crew, like spotter, with headphones, and I love this photo. This is the best photo of this. Event, in my opinion. Even in the background, we have over there like a car turning right on ramp to the track. This is the original. Over here, this is the original. Over here is edited. What I have changed: shadows, highlights, of course, down, shadows maximum, because that's like too dark, saturation down, vibration up, and of course, like shades are a little bit blue to add some freshness to the photo, because my opinion is that like blue adds some freshness to the photo. That's why I decided to do it like this. And you can see here on this slider, blue is turned to 73, plus 73 in saturation. Shades, I didn't touch this one. Of course, some vignette is here to focus on the BMW, and you can see that this photo doesn't require the crop is just perfect. If I have time, I can like if I have time to shoot the photo, like everything should be perfect, because there is nothing what happened all of the sudden. We have time, like as a sniper, we have a time to sit there for a few seconds and crop the picture out of the box. This is the goal. This is the done. Over here in the right down corner, you can see that this is the roof from the car, from Marshall's, and I've tried to remove that by AI, but wasn't successful. But when I add the vignette, it's pretty invisible, and I didn't want to integrate more in this photo. In my opinion, this is the photo number one. Everything is what's supposed to be, in my opinion, and that's it. I can show you, to just finish this live. I can show you some photos what I have done, some randomly what I had been trying to do, like another BMW, and like I took also like this to practice, but to update. This is also nice, but this like pull of the from the fence is in the middle of the car. I like this one when the marshals are on the back. You can this add or another color than gray and fan gray, for example, like shiny colors add dynamic to the photo. So that's good. The marshals are in the back, some concrete in the foreground, extinguisher, but this pile from the fence, let's say, breaking up all entire photo. In my opinion, this is exactly the same issue. Like somehow this is not good spot to to do those pictures, but I have been trying to do that. Oh, here I back to pit crew, and we can see like some pictures from the pit crew. I had been waiting for right moment over there. What comes later, like in the very previous photo, the BMW, the photo number one. What next? Yeah, here's I have back to pit, and later on, I believe that from Dutch national racing team, the next event, because of F1 racing, is in September. So I will be there, and I will shoot more crew member photos, and I will try to also like do some after movies. So I will do both, like photography and videography simultaneously. I will try to do that, and I can work nice American track. I will try to do that, and I think that's it. So this is the second live from today. Because in the previous one, the screen wasn't shared, and finally that. I believe still is nobody's watching this one, so I believe that it's good also like to practice to speaking you live, guys, and that's why we are doing it. Okay, so thank you for watching, and see you on the rally. See you on the rally. See you on the circuit, and that's it. Have a nice day. Take a nice pictures. Shoot nice video. Share your passion with other people, because this is important. By the way, today I watched some NASCAR racing, and I was surprised that not every place is filled in. I would say like maybe 25% of seats are occupied. So I am quite a bit shocked, because if I remember like NASCAR from 2000, even 2010, I would say before TikTok and the social media era, the tribunes and everything was occupied. The seats, every seat was occupied. With the tickets wasn't available because everything was sold out. And somehow nowadays there is a lot of a lot of free spots. Okay, thank you for watching. Thank you for all thumbs up, likes, comments, and see you next time.